solving probability problems by using combinations. All right, here we go. We're going to look at a few examples. Here's the first one. The math club at a community college has 5 freshmen and 7 sophomores. Joy is the club advisor and randomly selects 4 club members to attend the college's council meeting. What is the probability that Joy selects 4 sophomores? Okay, what's really important is that we recognize the order in which the 4 members are selected is not important. So this is not a permutation. This is a combination problem. Okay, so we're looking at a probability, so let's start here. We set up our probability for selecting 4 sophomores. Of course, in the numerator, we have our favorable outcomes, which is all the number of ways to select any 4 sophomores, and in the denominator, the number of ways to select any 4 club members. All right. Now, there are 7 sophomores, so the number of ways to select any 4 sophomores is C, and then choosing 4 sophomores out of 7, correct? Now, for the denominator, the number of ways to select any 4 club members. Now, there are a total of 12 club members, and you're selecting 4 people to go to this meeting. So, selecting 4 out of 12. Okay? Now, this combination, if you use the formula, this is 35, and this is 495. Therefore, the probability of selecting 4 sophomores is 7, when you simplify, of course, over 99. This is the probability that Joy randomly selects 4 sophomores. All right. A flush in the game of poker is 5 cards of the same suit. So like getting 5 hearts would be a heart flush, or 5 diamonds, or 5 clubs, or 5 spades, right? So if you are dealt a 5-card hand, determine the probability that you will be dealt a heart flush. Okay, first of all, once again, the order in which the 5 hearts are dealt is not important. So therefore, this is not a permutation, this is a combination. All right, let's go for it. All right, we set up our probability for getting a heart flush, all right? So in the numerator is all of our favorable outcomes, the number of possible 5-card heart flushes, and the denominator, the total number of possible 5-card hands. All right, now listen, how many hearts are in a deck of cards? 13, right? Remember the numbers 1 through 10, 1 being an ace, and then the face cards, Jack, Queen, and King of hearts. So there's 13 hearts in a typical, deck of cards. And we are selecting 5. So for the numerator, we have this combination, selecting 5 out of 13, right? In the denominator, we are selecting 5, but in a typical deck of cards, you have 52 cards, right? So then this is our quotient, all right? This is our probability. All right, the number of combinations for the numerator is 1,287 number of possible 5-card heart flushes. It's pretty astounding. In the denominator, all the total number of possible 5-card hands, watch this, 2,598,960. So then this quotient here is 33 over 66,640. So the probability of being dealt a flush of hearts is, as a decimal, approximately equal to 0.000495. So not that likely. It's not very likely that you're going to be dealt randomly, right? Of course, a 5-card hand where all 5 of them are hearts. Could happen, but not that likely. All right. Jennifer has 4 Scooby-Doo DVDs, 5 Magic School Bus DVDs, and 3 Paw Patrol DVDs. If she randomly selects 4 DVDs for her children to take on a road trip, determine the probability that no Scooby-Doo DVDs are selected. Okay, let's start there and then we'll go to the other ones, okay? All right, if no Scooby-Doo DVDs are to be selected, that means only Magic School Bus and Paw Patrol DVDs must be selected. Okay, out of how many total DVDs does she have? 4 Scooby-Doos, 5 Magic School Bus, 3 Paw Patrol. All right, so if there's only Magic School Bus and Paw Patrol, that's 8 DVDs, right? 8 DVDs are either Magic School Bus or Paw Patrol. Okay? Therefore, the number of ways that 4 Magic School Bus or Paw Patrol DVDs may be selected from 8 Magic School Bus or Paw Patrol DVDs is this combination. We're choosing 4 DVDs out of 8. Now, one more time. I got the number 8 because if no Scooby-Doo DVDs are selected, that means the favorable outcomes would be choosing, out of the 4, choosing any of these Magic School Bus DVDs, and there's 5 of them, choosing any of these Paw Patrol DVDs, which is, there's 3 of them, so 5 plus 3, that gives me 8, okay? Now, what about the total number of possible selections? Well, remember that she's choosing 4 DVDs out of how many total? There's 12 DVDs total, right? So this is going to represent the total number of possible selections. Okay, great. Now let's go to our probability, all right? So we are dealing with this probability. The probability of not choosing any Scooby-Doo DVDs will be equal to all of our favorable outcomes, right? These are the different ways. This is the total number of ways we can choose 4 Magic School Bus or Paw Patrol DVDs, right? Over the total number of possible selections. So this numerator is 70, and this is 495. This simplifies to 14 over 99. This is the probability of Jennifer randomly selecting 4 DVDs and none of them are Scooby-Doos. This is that probability. All right, let's go to the next question. It says, what's the probability that at least one Scooby-Doo is selected? Okay, at least one Scooby-Doo is selected. When the 4 DVDs are selected, when Jennifer selects 4 DVDs, the choice must contain either no Scooby-Doos or at least one Scooby-Doo. One of these outcomes must occur, right, everybody? Either when Jennifer reaches in for her 4 DVDs, right, and randomly selects them, either of these 2 outcomes will happen. Either no Scooby-Doo DVDs are chosen at all, or at least one Scooby-Doo. In other words, we have, so either this event or this event must happen, right? So that means when I add their probabilities, I have to get 1. We talked about this in a earlier lesson. When one of these outcomes must occur, the sum of the probabilities must be 1, right? And so we already determined that this probability is 14 over 99, all right? So that must mean I can subtract that probability from both sides, and the probability of at least one Scooby-Doo DVD being selected is going to be 1 minus this probability. So that means we have the following. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. So then this is equal to 1 minus 14 over 99. So we're using the answer that we got previously, Remember that one whole is 99 over 99. Just getting common denominators here. Minus 14 over 99. And this probability is 85/99. Now, this number is pretty close to one whole. If you punch that into your calculator, 85 divided by 99 is about 86%. So it's very likely that when Jennifer reaches in and selects 4 DVDs at random, it's very likely that at least one will be a Scooby-Doo DVD. All right, let's go to the last question. I forgot what it is, so let me scroll up here. There it is. What's the probability that 2 Scooby-Doo DVDs and 2 Magic School Bus DVDs are selected? Okay, so you're going to have 2 different combinations here. All right, one for the Scooby-Doo and one for Magic School Bus. All right, so let me just move all this up here. All right. Now, the number of ways of selecting 2 Scooby-Doo DVDs out of 4 total Scooby-Doo DVDs is this number here. All right, this is for Scooby. I'll just put Scooby, all right? This is for Scooby, all right? The number of ways of selecting 2 Magic School Bus DVDs, 2, out of 5 total Magic School Bus DVDs that we have in the collection here. So this is for the Magic School Bus. I'll just put the word bus, okay, for all the bus DVDs. All right. So let's go to our probability. All right, so in the numerator, we're going to have the favorable outcomes, which is the number of ways we can choose the 2 DVDs from Scooby, the number of ways we can choose 2 DVDs out of all the Magic School Bus DVDs, and we're multiplying because we're using the counting principle, the fundamental counting principle, right? In the denominator, you're going to have the total number of ways you can choose 4 DVDs out of 12. We found that number a little while ago. Anyway, let's move this up. The first factor in the numerator is 6. The second factor is 10. And this denominator is 495. When you simplify this, 60 over 495, you get 4 out of 33. This is the probability of when Jennifer randomly selects 4 DVDs, that 2 of them will be Scooby and the other 2 will be the Magic School Bus.